It's the time, gather round, let me tell you. We got sauce, bring me love. Pull up your chair, let's break bread. I hope you're hungry, and the vibes are so right. Every dish is electric, orange spark of the flame. Turn the beat up and pour your drink, cause ain't no meal done the same. I bet that nothing hits like authentic. You already know the name. Canspiration, canspiration. And the flavor tastes so bold. Here, let the food feed your soul. You'll feel the warmth when it's cold.
See the colors, make it sizzle on your plate. Add a little spice to your day. Smelling good, let it stay. And you won't leave the same. We just started, don't be late.
Don't you know, don't you know? No place like inspiration.
Happy New Year! Hello, everybody out there in TV world. Welcome to Kinspiration Kitchen. It's your host, Chef Ken L. Polk, where we are thankful, grateful, and blessed. Hey, we here for a Happy New Year. And this year I decided we're going to raise the bar. In case it's your first time joining us, it's our first episode of the new year. But nevertheless, we're here. And we are really thankful, grateful, and blessed to be here with you all. Hey, what's going on? Are we live? There we go. I think so. Hey, everybody out there in Instagram land. And so today, like many other people, we are starting off the year on a fast, which means it's going to go real slow. And so I decided to do a series, a couple of episodes regarding fast foods. Not fast foods, but fasting foods. Foods to eat, some quick ideas to eat when you are fasting, which means we are cutting down on a lot of stuff. So what's the matter? Oh, gotcha. I don't know what's happening here. It's like it stopped. Sorry about, I got to get my Instagram together, so give me a second. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Well, y'all can just join in. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Clearly, I'm technologically challenged. I thought I hit the live button, but I hit the real button. But nevertheless, we're going to raise the bar, raise the bar. And in raising the bar, what does that mean? Raise the B.A.R, beans and rice. So today's episode is dedicated to beans and rice, right? So we're gonna be doing some stir frying and such and so forth and yada, 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 yada. So first we need to talk about what is fasting and fast foods, right? So most of the people that I know are doing one of two kinds of fast. Three kinds. They're either doing a time fast where they're cutting out certain foods for a certain amount of part of the day. Some people are doing a Daniel's fast, which basically means only fruits, vegetables, and legumes, and whole grains. No refined processed grains, for lack of better words. All right. No sugars, no sweeteners, no added anything, no added anything, no added anything. And then some people are switching to a plant-based diet, essentially vegan, but not quite, with a few additions added to it. And so, based on the nature of work that I do, hello, who we got? Hello, Matt versus food. There we go. All right. And so, based on the nature of the work that I do, Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's very, very hard because I have to taste stuff all day long. So making sure that, the toasting batters and all of that good stuff is right. But uh, I'm like a lot of people. I don't know a lot of people. I have a whole cheese drawer, but I can't use any of it. But in raising the bar, I realized that I have quite a few. I got like a lot of rice. Like I have a lot of rice. And I just keep getting more rice. My rice sounds nice. Check one. My rice sounds nice. Check two. What I mean by a lot of rice? I mean like I have red rice. Oh, I got red rice. I have Texmati. I have brown rice. What do you know? I even have, where did it just go? Uh, Texmati. I have sushi rice. I have basmati. I have purple rice. I had some black rice. You name the rice, I kind of got the rice. Yeah. So what I mean by my rice sounds nice, that's exactly what I mean. My rice sounds nice. And so for today's preparation, I'm going to be using Texmati. And I know you're saying, well, what is Texmati? Texmati is a variant of basmati, but it was engineered in Texas. That's why they call it Texmati. And so they took basmati rice and mixed it with American grown long grain rice, and we end up with what is called Texmati. And so it's not going to be as aromatic and or fragrant as basmati would be, um, but and it does not give off as much flavor, nor does it is not as basically it's not as fragrant, but it's a little bit more hearty. And so that's the one we're going to be using today. Ha 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 ha. And the different rices do smell differently. So if you're trying to raise your bar, meaning if you're trying to upgrade your fasting foods and you're eating rice like I am, all you can do, one of the things you can do is switch your rice up, right? You switch your rice up, and I guarantee your dishes will taste they'll taste drastically different. My wife's favorite spoons, right? So here we have some jasmine rice. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, it's so fragrant, right? And so jasmine rice and these other ones are a little bit different in how you cook them because for them, you start off with boiling water. And they don't require as much rice or as much water as, let's say, for example, a sushi rice or a American long grain rice or American short grain rice. Those are going to be ratio of rice 2 to 1. But this one is going to be anywhere between 1.5, 1.25 to 1.5 on the rice to water ratio. So first things first, we're going to get our pot out. Get our pot out, get our water measured, bring it to a boil. I'm going to put some salt and some water together. Keep it simple. And I'm going to go with 1.5 cups. I don't need a lot. I'm not cooking for a gang of people today. As you can see, it's just me and you, mama and your cousin too. All right, and we're gonna go with some salt. And we're gonna bring that to a boil. As a matter of fact, I'm going to double that so that I can make a little bit more rice. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, I'm gonna bring that to a boil. Maybe. It's already got the salt in it. And then for our beans today, I think I'm gonna be playing with some black beans and some garbanzo beans. So, what's going on, El Boogie? How are you? And hello, Miss S Creates. Long time no see. Hey, how you doing? All right. And so based on what I'm trying to get out of the rice or what I want my finished rice product to be as to which rice I'm going to use, right? So I wouldn't use any of these for a risotto. I would get a heartier grain rice. What I mean by heart, well, let me rephrase that. I would get a rice that's going to have a lot more starch to it. These rice are not those kinds. I even have some lentils, but I don't think I'm gonna use those today. All right. So once that comes to a boil, I'm going to stir in my rice put a lid on it, and let it do what it's got to do. I know y'all like, he's measuring rice? Well, I never. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Because we're going to be eating rice for a couple days. So there we go. Got that. Now, if I were doing something else, I could go ahead and add some flavoring ingredients into the rice now. But because I'm doing two different preparations, I'm not going to do anything like that, right? And now I got a cornucopia, a veritable cornucopia, if you will, of vegetables. I have some black beans already. Yes, from a can. I don't have time to cook black beans from raw. I'm at work all day, just like y'all. And no, I don't have a slow cooker. Well, I do, I just never use it. But I have some Napa cabbage. I have some corn. I have some mushrooms. The mushrooms I have are little cremini mushrooms. Portobello. They call these cremini mushrooms. They call them baby bella because the name cremini just doesn't sound very appealing to a lot of people, I guess. And then I also have some oyster mushrooms. So those are going to go for my stir fry. All right. Actually, I might use some in the stir fry as well as some in my roast. So in raising the bar, beans and rice, I was like, okay, well, what can I do in terms of something that'll work out very well for a lot of people who did I lose my garbanzos? What did I do with my garbanzo beans? I think I might have put my garbanzo beans in the cabinet. I'll have to get them out later. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to get my mise en place ready for roasting some vegetables. Okie dokie smokies. And so I'm going to cut up all my vegetables for roasting. And I have a lot of stuff. And then I'm going to get my stuff ready for stir fry. The roast is going to take way longer than the stir fry is. And let's get cracking. So I have some zucchini, I have some squash, I have some onions. That is a really, really big one. Do I want? Yes, I think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to use that one and this one. All right. So when we're cutting vegetables for roasting, we want to make sure that they are of the larger persuasion so that they don't disintegrate in the roast, if that makes any sense, right? So if you look at these, and I'm going to show you the cut that I'm going to get out of those. It's going to be more like an oblique cut. What that basically means is I'm going to keep changing my knife, change the knife angle, so that I get different kinds of angles on my vegetables. So I'm going 45 degrees, opposite, making like, they look like little triangles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah? Oh, I stuck to the knife. Look like little triangles. So that's going to give me a decent amount of surface area. And that's going to ensure that my vegetables basically don't disintegrate. And I'm using this cut versus a dice. Uh-oh. And just for old time's sake. Hey, get out of there. There we go. Got that in there. Stir that around. And we're gonna get some olive oil in there. That's gonna come back to a boil. And then we're gonna put a lid on it. And I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer. Once it comes back to a boil, I'm gonna turn that down to a simmer. It's gonna cook for about 15 or so minutes. That's that. Back to these. 1 and 2. Buckle my shoe. Yeah, that's how I count. Ah. There we go. So that's my second vegetable ready to go. Line these up on my little pan right here. Do we have any people out there in fast land? Anybody out there fasting with us for the new year? I'm not talking about a resolution. We're not talking about that at all. I'm on team no resolutions. But I am on team praise the Lord. Get it right. I know if you are in a Salem or Progressive family, I know you are the give it up, you're in the good give it up for good team. As a matter of fact, all of the church people I know, there we go. Now we're going to turn that down to a simmer. Don't move it. Whatever you do, don't move it. Don't stir it or anything. I'm going to get this light out of y'all faces. There we go. Get that light out of your faces. I don't want you to be blind by the time we get done. Bet. Get my vegetables ready to go. And because I'm going to roast all of them, and this is how I cut a pepper. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, because I want some of these for my stir fry, pipe down. There we go. And boop, 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 boop. Yes, the sounds I make when cooking are the sounds of joy. So a lot of people might ask, well, what's the difference between a Daniel's fast and a regular fast, right? So the whole point of the Daniel's fast is minimal processing. Minimal processing, right? So if you got to read the label and it's got a whole bunch of ingredients in it, it's probably not for you. You should probably stay away from that. Even in terms of some vegan items, minimal processing. So if you're on a Daniel's fast, you're probably not going to get Beyond Beef or Beyond anything because minimal what? Processing. And basically no added. If it didn't grow, you don't eat it. And so I want to get these nice big chunks just so that they don't cook down so much when we roast them, and they're going to sit on our nice bean and rice bowl very nicely. And broccoli, celery, celery, gotta be VeggieTales. Sweet and sour, half an hour. All right, so there we go. I don't know. I raised kids during the during the early 2000s. So my kids are VeggieTale kids. All right, and so there we go. We're cutting the broccoli down into cutting these little florets down so that we can get them. Oh, and roasted broccoli is a beautiful thing. You don't think it's got a lot. You don't think it has a lot of character or flavor, but when you roast it, it does something extra. I promise you. So I'm going to save some for roasting and some for stir frying. And what I'm going to end up doing is making a rice bowl. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I got to get my garbanzo beans. Beans, 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 beans. There we go. Might have to refix that angle. Hello? All right. So, there we go. He's back. Did you guys miss me? Hey, I'm back. How are you? And there we go. And now we're going to get our celery cut up. And so part of the thing is I want you guys to see different preparation possibilities for these various items. And this one's gonna be fun. Get my onion cut. Yeah, it's a big onion. Take off that outer layer. Good to go over that. So I'm gonna cut this onion two different ways. One for stir fry and the other one for roasting. For the roasting one, I'm just going to cut it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it like that, and then, right, so we end up with these nice big segments. As a matter of fact, those might work as well for stir fry. Why not? Otherwise, if I were stir frying with noodles, I would cut them into thin, like juliennes. And I'm also going to do some white onion. I'm going to do some white onion for that. There you go. They're my stir fries. So they're going to be cut a little bit smaller. And those go right there. And mushrooms for roasting are very simple. I'm just going to quarter the big ones. What I'm doing right now is just called mise en place, getting all of my stuff together. And then it's going to go quite rapidly after that, trust me. So half of these are going to get roasted, and the other half are going to go into my stir fry. I think I'm going to end up making 2 stir fries today. Ooh, 2 stir fries. Well, the truth is, I always end up making 2 stir fries because the lady of the house, she does not do mushrooms at all. She's like, oh my God, those things are disgusting. I just think they're little Smurf houses. All right, and for the portobellos, we're gonna cut that into really large segments. The best mushrooms to get nutrients while fasting, there is no one. You want to get all of them. So you don't. I would not. Usually that's why we have mushrooms that are mixed. For example, they all have different properties. Like you can get a lion's mane is going to have quite a bit of things. Lion's mane, oysters. The ones you want to stay away from. I don't want to say stay away from, but the ones that are going to give you the least amount of nutrients are the little white ones, the little white button ones. Those are the ones to stay away from. But all of the other ones that have different names that you may or not have seen, like a oyster, a giant oyster, a trumpet, a shiitake, a maitake. These are blue oysters. Aren't they gorgeous? You can imagine these have lots of nutrients in them. So mix up your mushrooms. There's no shame in your game. You go to different houses in a room or different rooms in the house. That's what I like to do with my mushrooms. And you're going to see that today because I'm going to saute or I'm going to roast a bunch of them. And what am I missing? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm missing the green pepper. Yes, you have to eat your colors, people. And there we go, there we go, there we go. I cut that one a different way, as you can see. Just switching it up for you, just so you can see something different. That is all. Put those right there. And then I'm going to get these garbanzo beans drained and in the oven to roast. And the reason why I'm putting them in the oven to roast is because I'll use them later. It's because I use them later. And I want them to have a nice, decent texture on them. Boop, 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 boop. Check my rice. Done. Done, son. In case you can't see, there it is. There we go. Boom. Done. Don't do anything else to it. Let it sit. Let it sit so it can acquit. Do, 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 do. Get these drained off real quick. So I need them both drained off and dried off. So I'm just going to take a paper towel and make sure that they are dried off as much as possible for my next step. And while that is happening, there we go. See how much water I got off of them? I'm going to use a special pan for this. So I'm going to use my pizza roasting pan for those. And to those, I'm just going to do real simple. Boop, 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 boop. All I'm going to do is salt them. Yep. I'm going to put some smoked paprika. A little bit of Spanish paprika on them. By Spanish, I mean it's from Spain. Happy New Year, Sandy! Hey! I'm cooking vegetables today in case you didn't know. Hey, what's going on, sis? Fasting foods. All right, and I want some pepper because I like pepper. I like ID spice. A little bit of ancho. All right, and I'm gonna put a little bit, I'm gonna put a bean on a bean. A little bit of soybean paste, and soy sauce. And last but not least, some oil. And those are going to get nice and crispy because I put them on this particular kind of pan. And these are going to make really, really good snacks later on. All right? And into the oven we go with those. Now, that oven is set at 400. 400 on the convection scale. Bada bing, bada boom. Back to my cutting. I gotta get this corn off the cob because it doesn't roast any other way. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now I need a big old bowl. big old bowl. And into it, we're gonna go in with our corn. Our peppers. Zucchini and the squash. My red onions. Getting all of those. Because somebody really likes onions. And some celeries. There we go. And to that, I'm going to do some garlic. Now, for the roasting garlic, I'm just going to do some sliced garlic. That's a lot of garlic, man. Yes, so many health properties in that is ridiculous. And the reason why I sliced it for this preparation, but for my stir fry, I'm going to use a different preparation. I'm going to mince it. And you'll see why. I suppose I could just tell you, right? Because when my garlic goes into the pan for my stir fry, I need for it to do a different thing. So I need for it to separate and spread around and flavor the oil, if you will. So first thing I'm going to do is slice it like I did before, and I'm going to go around and chop it up. Rock-a-bye, baby. So the difference between a mince and a chop is a mince is a finer chop. That's good enough. And I think I need some ginger. Of course I need some ginger if I'm doing a stir fry. I don't even have to peel it. Get that chopped up real good. And this is only for the stir fries, not for my roastings. And last but not least, got that right there, got that right there. Boom, bap, original wrap. And for my roast vegetables, I got thyme and rosemary. Yes, you have to make noise when you pull the thyme off the stem. Like the cartoons, or like a musician. In case you didn't know, I'm actually for somebody to call me a frustrated musician because I never learned how to play any kind of instrument. But that's okay, all my friends do. There we go. Thyme and rosemary. And we are good to go. Oh my God, it smells so fragrant. Bet. Now here's what's gonna happen. Got the garlic in there, get these herbs in there. All of the herbs, all of the herbs. All of the herbs in here, baby. And start putting my spices in. A little bit of salt. Little chili powder. And I'm going to use some balsamic, but it is not vinegar. It's just going to give me the flavor. And a generous amount of oil. Yep, I did say generous. And I'm going to go with some more of my Spanish happiness. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Give that a toss. You know what this needs? I think I'm gonna need some honey on that. Oh, and cracked pepper. Excellent. And to the pan we go to roast. Now, because these are not meats, they don't take long. And I prefer that they were not in the oven an excessive long time because I want them to still have some life left in them. That's what they look like before they go in to the bat cave. To the bat cave. All right, and you thought I forgot about my mushrooms, didn't you? Mm-hmm. I, in fact, did not forget about my mushrooms. They need a whole nother bowl. And we're gonna go in here with that. And just a few of these puppies. There we go, get those nice and ripped up. My spices, my pepper. What spices is he using? So it's a mixture that I made up. It's gonna have some garlic, of which I'm gonna add some more. It's gonna have some garlic, some paprika, some seasoned salt, basically a seasoned salt that we made up. Give me a little bit of herbs in there. Some garlic. Good amount of oil. I think I put pepper in there already. I think so. I think I did. And my balsamic must. Balsamic must. Yeah, it's not vinegar, so there's no vinegar added to it. And these get their own pan. So yeah, these get their own roasting pan like so, and they're gonna go into the oven. Oh boy, my garbanzos are already starting to caramelize. Garbanzos are getting happy. Happy now. Can you say happy? Happy. Happy? Happy. All right. Now, walk this way. Talk this way. So, for stir frying, you want to have your rice pre-cooked, which is what we did. I showed you that, right? And that is what it looks like. And I'm just going to fluff it up a wee bit. There we go, fluff it up a wee bit, just to make sure we're all on the same page, which we are. Now, here's where we get to have some fun. I'm going to season my wok for my stir frying. All right? All right. And for that, I need my handy dandy sesame oil. Now, sesame oil, a little goes a long, long way. So I'm going to do a mixture of sesame oil and regular olive oil. So when I season the wok, it's going to be a very simple process. I feel like I need some more broccoli. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I almost forgot about my Napa cabbage that I have right here. And I don't need a lot of this. I don't need a lot. I'm just going to take a couple of leaves. Don't leave me behind. Don't leave me this way. While I'm doing this, I'm making sure that there's no dirt in the middle. There we go. And I'm just basically going to shred this. So the order in which we add stuff to the wok when we're stir frying does matter. First things first, I'll pop a, no, I'm just kidding. And I'm gonna turn on the fan for this, because it's gonna go smoky real fast. And I'm gonna bring all of this stuff on over to the wok. All right, all right, all right. Wish you could smell this. And we go with those two. The ginger and the garlic until they are fragrant. And in goes my vegetables. And my onions. What are the spices I'm going to use? I'm going to use Chinese 5-spice. And I'm going to use a miso broth. Which is nothing more than miso paste, which you saw me use earlier. Miso paste and water. Where do you get miso paste from? I go to the local Asian market to get my miso paste, and there are like a bunch of them in Chicago. Get a whisk for that. Whisk it real good. In case you don't know what that is, it's basically soybean paste. Oh, it's smelling good. The garlic and the ginger are popping. Next, I'm going to add in my Napa cabbage. I'm also going to add in a little bit of chili paste. We like it hot around these here parts. There's that. Move that out the way so you can see. So here's what happens. It's hottest towards the middle. So if I want stuff to stop cooking, I move it up to the sides. Right? Move it up to the sides. Now, the thing about any stir fry is its sauce. Just need my cornstarch. There we go. So I'm going to add some cornstarch to my miso. To thicken it. That's going to make it a sauce. So now, this is going to go down in the middle. And there we go. And to that, I'm going to add my soy sauce. And just like that, we're done. Now, to finish this plate off, traditionally speaking, we would put the rice on the dish and then put traditionally we put the rice on the dish and put the stir fry over it. Bada bing, doesn't take long. Get my wok ready for round two. So that's what round one looks like. Boom. All right, now I need to heat up my black beans. I don't need all this liquid. Just a touch of liquid. Once we get that back hot, we're gonna go in with our other stuff. How do I know my wok is hot? The wok is hot. The wok is hot. I know it's hot when I can start to see the oil. It's got little waves in it. Those are not waves of grain. And we're gonna go in with our vegetables. All in together now. All right. These black beans are going to get a little bit. Oh, I forgot garnish. There we go. These black beans are going to get some smoked paprika, regular paprika. They're going to get some spices and some herbs. There we go. To that, we're going to put the mushrooms in. Fill that up just because. Need a tad bit more oil in here. And this one's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to stir fry the sauce into it. What's going on, cuz? Hello, Toya. What's going on, Rex? Am I going to see you this week, Rex? Are you somewhere drumming? Are you somewhere playing, brother? Where are you? Happy New Year, everybody. My stir fry is stir frying. I just need my chili paste to go in there right about now. Right about now. Funk Soul, brother. Check it out now. That's that. And in goes the rest of my veggies. Stir that pot. Now, because I'm doing this preparation a little bit different, the rice is going to get added to this one. And in we go with the sauce. And in we go with the rice. And 2 down. For my next trick, in raising the bar, My garbanzos are out. Oh boy, they're crunchy. All right, let's go with a white bowl on this one. A white bowl. I hear bowls are all the rage these days. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay the rice down, lay it down, lay it down. I'm not saying the rest. So now we get to put our vegetables all around that. There we go. And I'm gonna get some of that nice roasted Jew. All right. And some texture. They are nice and crispy. And there we have raised the bar. Stuff like that. Just like that. We're done. Bada bing, bada boom. And these are going on my stir fry. Nope, they can go on my vegetable bowl. They can go wherever I like. And these are my roasted. Oh my God, look at that. It's so good. Scratch and sniff. All right, so this episode is done. Hopefully you've seen how we can raise the bar on our fast foods. So we have two different stir fries. Let me turn this off so you guys can hear me. We have two different stir fries. One, we put the rice on the bed of rice, making sure you guys can see it. So this one's on the bed of rice, right? And this one we stir fried the rice into it. Yeah. Thank you, appreciate you. And this one we stir fried the rice into it. And so this one we basically made a rice bowl. We're just gonna have the black beans and the roasted vegetables. This is gonna have the black beans and roasted vegetables. Uh-oh. Oh, you're gonna change the angle? Switch it up, switch it up. All right, so there we go. So we got that. And so we also roasted some garbanzo beans. Re-roasted some garbanzo beans. I put them somewhere. I don't know where I put them. I lost the beans. Oh, I put them back in the oven so they can continue crisping up. So we roasted some garbanzo beans just for texture. Because some people are like, well, I didn't see the beans in there. Soybean, hello. So it's still a bean. All right, so garbanzo beans, black beans, soybeans, I didn't have any mung beans, but this is a stir fry, and we also have a roast. Same vegetables, different preparations, 3 different ways. And it's all very, very healthy, and it's all plant-based, and it's all about to get gobbled up. You heard? Thank you for joining us on Kinspiration Kitchen for this first episode in our series. I guess it's a series now on fast foods. If you are fasting on any of this is Daniel's Fast Friendly. All right? Daniel's fast and any other fast you want to go on, except if you're not eating, then that's not, I can't do anything about that. But thank you for joining us. We are thankful, grateful, and blessed to have you. You can join us on Kinspiration Kitchen across all platforms. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, tell your friends, watch us, join us. And if you want to join us in studio on any of our next coming episodes for this month or next month, there's a button down there for you to join Kinspiration. This is Join Kinspiration. You can even type it into your search bar. Join Kinspiration Kitchen or getkinspired.com. That's what it actually is. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Kinspiration Kitchen. Peace. Oh boy.